हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, वेलकम टू माय ऑनलाइन क्लास। हम पढ़ेंगे आज फिफ्थ क्लास इंग्लिश की बुक सेकंड चैप्टर। निकालो बच्चों, हम पढ़ेंगे सेकंड चैप्टर क्योंकि हमने फर्स्ट चैप्टर कंप्लीट हो चुका है हमारा, सेकंड स्टार्ट करना है। इस चैप्टर का नाम है स्कूल विथ ए डिफरेंस। एक स्कूल है जो बहुत डिफरेंस है, स्कूल अलग है। अब हम पढ़ेंगे इसके बारे में। इसमें स्टोरी है मिस्टर बीन। आई हैड हर्ड ए ग्रेट डील अबाउट मिस बीम स्कूल। ये स्कूल जो है वो मिस बीम का है, लेडी है मिस बीम। बट नॉट टिल लास्ट वीक डिड द चांस कम टू विजिट इट। When I arrived at the school, there was no one in sight except a girl of about 12 with her eye। लड़की है जो 12 साल की है, उसके साथ उसकी आँखें कवर्ड है with a bandage। She was being laid carefully between the flower beds by a little boy not more than 8 years old. She stopped and evidently asked who it was that had come in and how seemed to be described me to her. Then they passed on. Miss Beam was all that I had expected. Middle-aged, kindly and understanding. Her hair was beginning to turn grey, and she was plump in a way that would be comforting to a homesick child. We talked ideally for a little while, and then I asked her some questions as to her teaching methods, which I had heard were simple. No more than is needed to help them to learn how to do, think and thoughts only of the simplest spelling, adding, subtracting, multiplying, writing. The rest is done by reading to them and by interesting talk, during which they have to sit still and keep their hand quiet. Practically, there are no other lessons at all. I have heard so much I said about the originality of your system. Miss Beam smiled. Yes, she said, I am coming to that. The real aim of this school is not so much through as thoughtfulness, humanity, citizenship. That is the ideal I have always had, and happily there are parents good enough to trust me to try and put it into practice. Look out of the window a minute, will you? I went to the window, which overlooked a large garden and playground at the back. What do you see? Miss Beam asked. I see some very beautiful grounds, I said, and a lot of jolly children. But what perplexes me and pains me too is to notice that they are not all as healthy and active as I should wish. As I come in, I save one poor little thing being lead about owing to some trouble with her eyes, and now I can just under the window watching others at play. She seems to be a hopeless cripple. Miss Beam laughed. Oh no, she said. She not lamb really. This is only her lamb day. Nor are those others blind. It is only their blind day. I must have looked very much astonished, for she laughed again. There you have an important part of our system in a nutshell. In order to get a real appreciation and understanding of misfortune into this young mind, we make them participants in misfortune too. In the course of the term, every child has one blind day, one lame day, and one deaf day, one maimed day, one dumb day. During the blind day, their eyes are bandaged absolutely, and it is a point of honor not to peep. The bandage is put on overnight and they wake up blind. This means that they need assistance in everything, and other children are told to help them and lead them about. It is educative to both of them, the blind and the helpers. There is no hardship about it. Miss Beam continued. Everyone is very kind, and it is really something of a joke. Although before the day is over, the reality of the affections must be clear even to the least thoughtful. The blind day is, of course, really the worst, she went on, but some of the children tell me that the dumb day is the most dreaded. There, of course, the child must exercise will. Turn the page. Power only for the mouth is not bandaged but comes down into the garden, and see yourself how the children like it. Miss Beam led me to one of the bandaged girls, a happy little things who see whose eyes under the folds were, I felt sure, bright and twinkling. Here, gentlemen, come to talk to your side, Miss Beam, and left us. Don't you ever peep? I asked by way of an opening. Oh no, she exclaimed, that would be cheating, but I'd no idea that it was so awful to be blind. You can't see a thing. One feels one is going to be hit by something every moment. Sitting down, such a relief. Are you helpers? Are you helpers kind to you? I asked. Pretty good, not so careful as I shall be when it's my turn. Those that have been blind already are the best. It's perfectly nastily not to see. I wish you try. Feed. Shall I lead you anywhere? I asked. Oh, yes, she said. Let's go for a little walk. Only you must tell me about things. Being blind is so frightening. My head itched all the time just from variety that get hurt. Where are we now? In the playground, I said. We are walking towards the house, Miss Beam. Walking up down the garden with Tell. What is the girl wearing? My little friend asked. A blue cotton skirt and pink blouse. I think Millie, she said. What color is uh, here? Very light, I said, and so walked on. Gradually, I discovered that I was 10 times more thoughtful than I ever thought I could be. I also realized that if I had to describe people and think to someone else, it made them more interesting to me. I told Miss Beam that I was very sorry. She replied, then there is some things to my system after all. बच्चों इसके क्वेश्चन आंसर है, टिक द करेक्ट आंसर है, यहाँ पर पढ़ना है. ये टिक लगाओ. फर्स्ट वाले का ए है, सेकेंड वाले का स्टैंडिंग आएगा, एंड थर्ड वाले में ए टिक लगाओ, फोर्थ वाले में बी, एंड फिफ्थ वाले में सी टिक लगाना है. एंड ट्रू फॉल्स में फर्स्ट में ट्रू आएगा, सेकंड में ट्रू आएगा, थर्ड में फॉल्स, और फोर्थ में ट्रू, फिफ्थ में भी ट्रू. फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स में फर्स्ट में डिस्क्राइबिंग आएगा, सेकंड में आइडियल, थर्ड में सिस्टम, एंड फोर्थ में समथिंग, एंड फिफ्थ में इंटरेस्टिंग. क्वेश्चन आंसर मैं आपको सेंड करूँगी बाद में.